Dear students, I hope all you are well. Now I am going to take online video class and welcome all of you to my online video class. And you know that the present situation is very remarkable and crucial on account of COVID-19, and this disease is deteriorating day by day in our country, and also it is prevailing all over the world and taking a lot of lives every day. So, dear students, you should keep yourself safe from this disease, and you should use hand sanitizer and mask when you are out of your house. Dear students, in this free time, I hope you will study more and more so that you can sit for the examination, and you must know that for a long time, all the institutions, educational institutions like ours remain closed, so you should not waste your time. You cannot regain this time. If you waste this time, you will suffer in the long run. So, dear learners, you must utilize your time. You must use your time in proper way so that you can shine in life. Dear learners, for this purpose, you have to read, study a lot, staying home, and at the same time you must practice our national anthem, because you know national anthem is an identity of a country, and for this purpose you should practice this song staying home. Dear learners, before starting my lecture, before starting my class, I like to introduce myself. I am Aziz Rahman, assistant English teacher, Alipur Indian Secondary School, Alipur Satkira. Now today I am going to take English first paper for class 9, and our today's topic is graph and chart. Dear learners, this question is fallen in class 9 and also class 10. Though I am taking this class for class 9, so dear learners, I will not waste my time. My time is very short. In this shortest possible of time, I have to finish my lecture. Dear learners, graph and chart is a very important matter in English first paper, because every student cannot write these items in a fruitful way, so they cannot do what to do in the time of examination. But if they can acquire some technique of writing this graph, they will be able to write a lot of graphs and charts only practicing these items. Now today I am going to show you some techniques of writing bar chart. Our today's topic is bar chart. Dear students, look at the blackboard. I have drawn a picture of bar chart. This is a graph chart also. There are some kinds of charts such as bar chart, pie chart, and line chart also. And in most cases, bar chart and pie chart come in the examination. So, dear learners, I am going to discuss bar chart today. That means graph chart. This is a graph chart, and in this chart, dear learners, you have noticed that our topic sentence is the graphs below shows the people using internet from 2013 to 2017 in Bangladesh. Okay, dear learner, this is the topic sentence of the graph. The graph shows internet users or internet using people from 2013 to 2017. This is the survey of the graph, and in every year there is some percentage above the graph. So this is a full graph, and in this graph we have to write down 10 sentence or more than 10 sentence at a stretch. And how can we start? How can we start or beginning sentence of the graph? A student should write the first sentence in such a way that as the topic sentence is the graph below shows the people using internet from 2013 to 2017 in Bangladesh. This will be the first sentence. Okay, dear students, this will be the first sentence. If there is any headline above the graph, the student should pick out the headline into the first sentence, because the first sentence should be the heading. This is the first sentence. And what is the second sentence? The second sentence is the students may write okay, dear learners, this will be the second sentence. The second sentence is the survey ranges from 2013 to 2017. Dear students, look at the graph chart. Here are some years, that means 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016 and 17. So the graph starts from 2013 and it ends in 2017. So the second sentence may be in such a way: the graph ranges from 2013 to 2017. This may be the second sentence. Dear students, when you write down the first sentence, you must pick up the sentence from the headline, and then you should write the second sentence in such a way. That means the survey ranges from 2013 to 2017. This will be the second sentence. Okay, dear students, and the third sentence may be the third sentence can be written in such a way that the graph covering these 5 years, but the year 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. 5 years. Okay. These 5 years indicates that the percentage of, and now the student should write down the subject. The subject is the people using internet. The people using internet. This is the topic word. This is the subject and the student should write here after the past sentence of the subject is the people using internet is there student. Look at the blackboard. The past sentence of the internet using people is increasing day by day because 8%, 15%, 20%, and 28%, and last of all 40%. It is gradually increasing. So when the graph increasing gradually, then the students should write here increasing. Okay, dear students, increasing rapidly and constantly. This will be the third sentence. The third sentence is the graph covering these 5 years because 13, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016 and last 2017. These are 5 years here. So we may write here the graph covering because the graph covers the whole span of time. So the graph covering these 5 years indicates that the percentage of the people using internet, this is the subject, this is the headline, this is the subject, using internet is increasing and increasing rapidly because rise the percentage of using internet using people is increasing rapidly. That means very fast. So we may write here is increasing rapidly and constant. Okay, dear students, and if the graph decreases day by day, then the students should write here is decreasing rapidly and constant. And if the graph increasing and decreasing, increases and decreases, then the students can write here is fluctuating. Okay, dear students, the students can write fluctuating. This is the new word. Fluctuating. Flux. Fluctuating. The students may use this word. If the graph increase and next it decreases, then the students may write here is fluctuating. Is fluctuating. As the graph is increasing day by day, so we can write here is increasing rapidly and constantly. Okay, dear students, the system of rising and increasing and fluctuating should be written in 3 ways. Okay, dear students, in 3 ways. When it increases, the students can write it is increasing, and if it decreases, the students may write it is decreasing. And if the graph increases and after the next year it decreases, then the students may write it is fluctuating. That means ups and downs. Ups and downs. Okay, dear students. Now we have to explain the first sentence. Sorry, the first year. The first year is 2030. 2030. And in this year, we have noticed that the using of internet using people was 8%, only 8%, which increased because in 2014 it increased to 15% because the earlier year 2000 in 2013 the percentage was only 8%, and in 2014 we see that the percentage of using internet the people of using internet was 2015. So it is increasing. It is increasing rapidly and gradually. Okay. And in 2015, we also see that the percentage of people using mobile, using internet is 20%, and it is greater or it is larger than the earlier year 2014, and more than 2014. In 2015 it increased to 20% before the uh, before the earlier year. Okay, dear students, and we have also noticed that in 2016 it also increased. It also increased because when in 2015 the percentage was only 20%, and in 2016 it increased. It again increased, and it was 28%, and it is greater than 8% before the earlier year. So we may write down in such a way. We have to explain the year with the percentage. Okay, dear students, in every year should be written, should be described in such a way. And the last year we can see the people using internet, using people has increased 40%, and it is the largest portion of internet using people, because in 2017 we have noticed that the people using internet is 40%. Is 40%. So the graph is increasing very rapidly and very constantly. So we may write down in such a way. Dear students, now we have to know how to finish the writing of graph. How to finish writing the graph. If we want to finish the writing of the graph, we have to use some sentences, such as we may write this is the last sentence from the graph. From the graph, it is quite clear that the students may write the last portion of the sentence and conclusion line in such a way, such as from the graph, because we have analyzed the graph, it is quite clear that the people using internet is increasing gradually. From the graph, it is quite clear that the people using internet is increasing gradually, because we have noticed that the percentage of people using internet is gradually increasing day by day. Okay, so the students may write here from the graph. From the graph, that means we have analyzed the graph. We have scrutinized the graph, and thus we have come to the conclusion that from the graph it is quite clear that the people using internet is increasing gradually. And the last sentence maybe the survey shows a positive trend, Trend trend of the people using internet. This will be the last sentence. The survey shows a positive trend of the people using internet. This is the subject. After or we may write the subject or the headline of the graph. Okay, dear students. Now the last sentence is the survey shows a positive trend of the people using internet, because we have seen that the graph is gradually increasing day by day, and it is also a positive aspect, positive atmosphere of internet and technology, because the world is upgrading day by day with the help of internet and technology. So the graph shows the positive trends, positive characteristics, positive features of the present time. So the graph is indicating positive trends, positive characteristics of the people using internet. Okay, dear students, this is the last sentence. So the last sentence should be very little or very small, because this sentence may not be elaborated. This sentence, there are two sentences here. Such as from the graph, it is quite clear that the people using internet is increasing gradually. And the last of the sentence graph is the survey shows the positive trend of the people using internet. This is the finishing line. And if a student can follow my method, he can be able to write a lot of graphs like this. Okay, dear students. So I hope you will practice my method, my system of writing graph. How the first sentence is, how is the second sentence, how in the third sentence, and in such a way we have to explain or describe the whole years of the graph. And in finishing line, we must acquire some technique such as this is the technique of finishing the graph sentence. Okay, the finishing the graph. So yeah, I hope a student, if a student acquires this knowledge of writing graph, I hope he will develop himself, or she will develop herself day by day by practicing my graph. And in my next topic, I will discuss another type of graph, that means pie chart, if I get enough time. So dear students, that's all from me today. I hope I will meet you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you.